Have you ever thought about the simple lifestyle of the world's third richest person? It's quite interesting, right? It seems strange that someone as rich as Warren Buffett would choose to live frugally. But that's his choice. And it's what makes his life so interesting. Let's just think about how rich Warren Buffett really is. With a net worth over $85 billion, he could easily live a life of extreme luxury. But he chooses not to. Instead, he lives a life that seems normal, even modest. But why? Why would someone with so much money choose to live life simply? The answer is understanding that being frugal isn't just about saving money. It's about how we use what we have. For Warren Buffett, being frugal isn't just about money, it's a way of life. It reflects his values and his commitment. It shows his belief in the power of saving, the importance of long-term planning, and the benefit of making smart, informed choices. So when we talk about being frugal, it's not just about spending less. It's about making choices that match our values, help us reach our goals, and improve our overall well-being. It's about living a meaningful life with clear intentions. So how does Warren Buffett, a multi-billionaire, show us means to live frugally? And what can we learn from him? Let's take a closer look at his life and habits. Warren Buffett's frugal habits trace back to his early years. Born in the heart of Omaha, Nebraska, young Warren was not your typical child. With an entrepreneurial spirit that was alive and kicking, he was aware of the value of money at a very early age. At the tender age of 6, Buffett bought 6 packs of Coca-Cola from his grandfather's grocery store for 25 cents and resold each of the bottles for a nickel, pocketing a 5-cent profit. This was his first brush with the concept of profitability and the beginning of his journey towards becoming one of the world's wealthiest individuals. When he was just 11 years old, he made his first investment, purchasing 3 shares of City Service Preferred for $38 each. The stock dropped to $27, but patient as ever, Buffett held on until it rebounded to $40. He sold his shares, only to watch the price soar to nearly $200. This early experience taught him a valuable lesson about patience and long-term investing. In high school, Buffett and a friend invested in a used pinball machine, which they placed in a local barber shop. From this, they earned enough money to buy more machines, and eventually sold the business for a tidy sum. This venture demonstrated the importance of reinvesting profits back into the business, a principle that would become a cornerstone of his investment philosophy. Even as a child, Buffett lived by the mantra of saving before spending. He understood the concept of delayed gratification, knowing that saving a nickel today could mean having $1 tomorrow. This wasn't just a financial strategy for him, but a way of life. His early years were filled with lessons that shaped his views on spending and saving. From selling bottles of Coca-Cola to investing in stocks and pinball machines, each experience instilled in him the principles of frugality, patience, and reinvestment. Yet his frugality didn't end with his childhood. But it's not just about Buffett's early years. His current lifestyle also mirrors his frugality. Despite his wealth, Buffett lives a surprisingly modest lifestyle. Now you might be wondering, how can one of the richest men on the planet be described as modest? Well, it's all about the choices he makes daily, reflecting his values rather than his bank balance. Warren Buffett, a name synonymous with wealth and success, has long been admired for his financial acumen. But it's his frugal habits that truly set him apart. For instance, he continues to reside in the same house he bought way back in 1958. This is not your typical billionaire mansion, but a comfortable, unpretentious home in Omaha, Nebraska. Purchased for a mere $31,500, this house has been Buffett's home for more than 60 years. Buffett's modesty extends beyond his choice of home. When it comes to cars, he doesn't splurge on flashy, high-end models. He's known to drive around town in a simple car. His preference for practicality over luxury is a testament to his frugality. And let's not forget about his dietary habits. Buffett, despite his capacity to dine at the finest restaurants every day, often opts for meals from McDonald's. His regular order, a simple Egg McMuffin or a Big Mac, depending on the day's stock market forecast, is a far cry from the gourmet meals one might expect a billionaire to enjoy. These habits might seem strange for someone of his wealth, but for Buffett, they're a reflection of his values. He's a firm believer in living within one's means, making conscious decisions about spending, and not letting wealth dictate one's lifestyle. His frugality isn't about penny pinching for the sake of it, but about understanding the value of money and making it work for you. Buffett's way of life shows us that frugality isn't about depriving oneself, but making conscious choices about spending. It's a lesson in understanding the difference between need and want, and in appreciating the true value of money. It reminds us that wealth does not necessarily equate to extravagance, and that true success lies in the wisdom of our choices. Buffett's frugality extends to his investing philosophy. This is not just a statement, but a profound insight into how the Oracle of Omaha, Warren Buffett, manages his billion-dollar portfolio. His investing strategy is a mirror image of his personal life. Simple, practical, and devoid of unnecessary extravagance. At the heart of this philosophy lies the concept of value investing. He doesn't chase after the latest trends or hot stocks. Instead, he seeks out companies that are undervalued by the market, ones that possess solid fundamentals but are priced below their intrinsic worth. He looks for bargains, the same way he would at a grocery store. The frugality in his approach is also reflected in his long-term perspective. Buffett is not a day trader, nor does he believe in quick flips for profit. He's all about buying and holding, sometimes for decades. This strategy allows him to avoid transaction costs and short-term capital gains taxes, which can significantly erode returns over time. Moreover, his investing philosophy is about being patient and waiting for the right opportunity. In his words, "The stock market is a no-called-strike game. You don't have to swing at everything." This is a testament to his belief in avoiding unnecessary risks. He understands that the market is a game of patience and discipline, not of hasty decisions. Buffett also emphasizes the importance of investing in what you know. He sticks to sectors and companies he understands well, steering clear of industries that are outside his circle of competence. This frugal approach to information gathering and decision-making has kept him from making costly mistakes. In essence, Warren Buffett's investing philosophy is a masterclass in frugality. It's not about being cheap, but about being wise with your resources. It's about understanding value, taking a long-term view, and avoiding unnecessary risks. Buffett's investing habits are a testament to his belief in frugality and long-term planning. Just as he applies frugality in his personal life, he applies the same principles in his investment decisions, demonstrating that frugality isn't just a lifestyle. It's a mindset that can lead to tremendous wealth. So, what can we learn from Buffett's frugal habits? As we've journeyed through Warren Buffett's life, we've had a glimpse into his fascinating paradoxical world. A world where wealth doesn't equate to extravagance, where simplicity is the ultimate sophistication, and where conscious spending takes precedence over impulsive splurging. The first lesson we can glean from Buffett is the power of conscious spending. Yes, he's one of the wealthiest people on the planet, but he doesn't throw his money around aimlessly. He carefully contemplates each expense, understanding the value of every dollar he spends. This doesn't mean we all need to live in the same house for 50 years or drive a decade-old car, but it does mean we should be more mindful of our spending, asking ourselves if each purchase truly adds value to our lives. The second lesson lies in the beauty of long-term planning. Buffett didn't amass his wealth overnight. It was the fruit of years of smart decisions. So let's start planning for the future, investing wisely, and building our wealth one step at a time. Thirdly, Buffett teaches us to value substance over style. He doesn't need a flashy lifestyle to prove his worth. He knows that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in knowledge, experience, and relationships. This is perhaps the most profound lesson we can learn from him. Let's focus on enriching our lives with meaningful experiences and relationships, rather than chasing after the latest trends. So there you have it, a glimpse into the frugal world of Warren Buffett. As we've seen, frugality isn't about pinching pennies or denying ourselves pleasures. It's about making smart choices, planning for the future, and understanding what truly matters. Remember, frugality isn't about being cheap. It's about making your money work for you, just like Warren Buffett.